The next morning, Shelia found Enoch waiting beneath one of the great oaks. He smiled as she approached. I was wondering when you'd come. Shelia looked surprised. You knew I was coming? Enoch chuckled. When someone discovers something they don't understand, they eventually start looking for answers. Shelia smiled. I have a lot of questions. So do I. He motioned toward a nearby branch. A robin hopped quietly among the leaves. Let's begin. Shelia looked at the bird. What do I do? Enoch shrugged. The same thing you did with the beaver. She closed her eyes. She focused. Nothing. The robin continued pecking at the bark. It never even looked her way. Shelia opened one eye. Nothing happened. Enoch nodded. Try again. She took a slow breath. She tried once more. Still nothing. The robin suddenly flew away. Shelia sighed. I don't understand. Enoch pointed toward a squirrel racing along another branch. Try that one. Shelia watched it carefully. She reached out with her thoughts. Nothing. The squirrel disappeared into a hollow. She frowned. It still isn't working. Enoch folded his arms. What were you feeling when you spoke to the beaver? Shelia thought for a moment. I wasn't trying to command it. I was trying to save everyone. Enoch nodded slowly. So perhaps this isn't about control. Shelia looked at him. Then what is it about? He smiled. I don't know. They both laughed. Enoch pointed toward the branch where the robin had been. Let's ask better questions. Was the beaver closer than the robin? Shelia thought about it. No, it was much farther away. Enoch nodded. So distance probably isn't the answer. He continued. Were you afraid that day? A little. Were you thinking about yourself? She shook her head. No, I was thinking about everyone else. Enoch smiled. Good. Now we're learning. Shelia looked puzzled. We didn't accomplish anything. I disagree. He looked out across the endless forest. Yesterday, you discovered something extraordinary. Today, we discovered how little we understand it. Shelia laughed softly. I guess that is progress. It is. Enoch rested a hand on her shoulder. Answers rarely come all at once. They come, one question at a time. Shelia looked across the endless forest. Somewhere out there, the truth was waiting. She simply had to keep searching. Neither of them noticed. High above the canopy, a pair of enormous golden eyes watching from the shadows. Susie's heart sank. What do you mean you can't stay? Porky swallowed hard. The flood, the basket, the fox. He slowly shook his head. Everything keeps getting worse. Susie stepped closer. That isn't because of you. For the first time, Porky looked into her eyes. It feels like it is. He tightened his grip on the travel sack. I'm tired of everybody paying for my mistakes. I'm not going to be a burden anymore. Tears filled Susie's eyes. She grabbed his arm. No, you belong here. Porky gently slipped free. I don't. She shook her head. Yes, you do. He turned away. She took one desperate step after him. Porky, I love you. He froze. The forest became silent. For one long moment, it looked as though he might turn around. Instead, he closed his eyes. A single tear rolled down his cheek. Without another word, he walked into the trees. Susie's voice broke behind him. Porky, come back. I love you. But Porky never looked back. The forest swallowed him. Her tears fell silently. A moment later, footsteps rushed through the village. Her father emerged from the edge of the forest. He had been checking the trails after the fox finally disappeared. The moment he saw her, he knew something was wrong. Susie, he hurried toward her. Why are you crying? She tried to answer. The words caught in her throat. Finally, she whispered, Porky's gone. Her father frowned. What do you mean he's gone? He left. He said he didn't want to be a burden anymore. She pointed toward the forest. I tried to stop him. I told him I loved him. He just kept walking. Her father looked toward the trees. Without another word, he ran. Porky. His voice echoed beneath the giant branches. Nothing. He searched every trail Porky liked to use. The berry patches, the mushroom logs, the small stream where Porky often gathered berries. Nothing. Porky had too much of a head start. After nearly an hour, he finally turned back toward the village. Tim looked up as Susie's father came running into the gathering circle. One look at his face, and Tim stood. What happened? Susie's father caught his breath. Porky's gone. He left the village. Silence settled over everyone. Tim didn't say a word. He walked to the weapon rack, lifted his bow, slung his quiver across his shoulder. Daniel's father watched him. Tim, what are you about to do? Tim looked toward the forest. His voice was steady. What any father would do. I'm going to get my son. This isn't the end of the story. It's only the beginning. Tune in for the next episode, A World of the Nomads. If you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, and share, and hit the comments. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want to see more of. Let's talk.